Hi everyone, this is Professor Hayes, and I decided I was going to make a few videos basically to show you some tips and tricks of some of the things I've done with Wix in the last year or so. I have moved a couple of my clients who have been my clients for a really long time. This one, she's been my client for like 18 years. And so I met her because I needed some help with a stallion that I had. And we traded a website for the training. And we have been business partners ever since. So she's a very successful horse trainer and horse salesperson. Her horses get sold fairly fast. And so I was trying to find a good way to kind of make my workflow a little bit easier. And we decided to use Wix and change her site up. She would not budge on changing her site for so long, but it was made several ways. It was first made with front page when I got it. She had made it with front page, and then I think I used Dreamweaver. I did a lot of just straight code, HTML and CSS. But then finally, I just told her, I said, this Wix thing is really slick. It'll do all the mobile and responsive. Let's go ahead and change it up. So it's changed up. And what I did, so you guys have worked with the blogs now. So this is how I use the blog. So you can use the blog feature, but not necessarily have a blog. So it took care of a couple things for me. So she has a lot of horses for sale, and in the past I would use kind of a table, and then I would just kind of copy the information and have to keep adding to the table. And when a horse got sold, I would have to take that row and move it to the horses for sales page and keep adding tables. And I kept having to add pages, and it was kind of a mess. So what I did for the horses for sale is I used the blog feature for the horses for sale. It doesn't look like a blog. It looks like a sales page, but what's really cool, then I was able to do all sales, horses under saddle, young prospects, sold, horses for sale. What I put? Oh, a few more. Okay, so these are kind of all the uh, blog categories that, in fact, I probably should take that off. Uh, I think I need to take this menu off because I really don't want them going there. But you'll kind of see I used it for horses for sale. All I have to do now is when a horse gets sold, I can just check mark the sold and take it off the horses for sale. Um, then I decided that she's got so many testimonials. So I'm going to show you this page because I am in the midst of changing it up. And so what I did is I basically put a note to people. The format of this page is currently being transitioned. Excuse the mess. It will look better soon. She's got hundreds of testimonials. And so what they used to look like, kind of like, let me get all the way down there. It's kind of like this. She started giving me testimonials that were just text years ago. And so it just kind of was like this in a table format. And then she started getting smart and she's like, yeah, I need to start adding a picture. People love seeing their pictures. So then I was throwing a picture on, and again, it was kind of mishmash. See how, like, one would send me a video, she'd send me the text, I'd get maybe a picture, I'd get three pictures. Anyway, it was kind of mishmash how she was giving them to me. Anyway, so now what I realized, and these are all just text ones because I started with the oldest, and I'm just basically, it's a lot of work. I mean, it's a lot of changing over, but in the long run, it will be better for me. So now I'm transitioning these to um, a blog post. So I just made another category in the, let's go, I just made another category. So if you go sold horses, then that will just give you all the sold horses. And there's, a lot. And this is only, I don't know, this is only not even a year old. Um, so anyway, let's see. Let's go here. Yeah, now that I'm showing you guys this, I just realized, see, I can fix things now. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to take the menu off the top of the horses for sale. But um, so you can see that I just made one of the categories as a testimonials. And then now I can use that as the blog post. Now, one mistake that I did make when I did this, and I'm going to kick over to the editor. There we go. One mistake I did do when I was doing the testimonies is that I have the blog set up that when she gets a horse for sale, she's so popular that when people can sign up, and this worked out really well too, is that people can sign up for her blog. So they enter, would you like to be notified when new horses are added? And so this basically is just signing up for the blog, like if someone signs up for your blog. And so every time I put a new horse on, then everybody that's signed up on her emails, they get notified that there's a new horse for sale. And that has been fabulous for her. She said she gets, like, right when the email goes out, she gets hit right away. She starts getting phone calls right away. Um, so my mistake that I did is when I made testimonials a category in the blog is I forgot to turn off the notifications. And so here I was, copy paste, and I'm like putting these things in each one. Well, every time I was putting a new testimonial on, then people were getting notified that there was a new testimonial. And so that was a little embarrassing. Because then the client called me and she's like, "Hey, you're notifying everyone. I don't really want to have my people notified for testimonials. That's horrible." And I'm like, "Oh." So now I do have to remember to turn off the notifications when I am editing on this page. And again, I have a ton of work still to do on this. It's just it's time sucker. You got to do just copy paste, copy paste. Anyway, so that's one tip: how to use a blog other than just like a straight blog. And let me see if I can kick in here. Come on. Okay, and I just want to mention, I'm going to go back to homepage. I just want to mention that this client, oh, it's good. Sorry, my computer's uh, not keeping up with me here. That this client is in Oregon. And so we do absolutely everything by email. It's completely online. She started in Galt, I believe, went to Placerville, now is in Oregon, and um, you don't when you take on web clients and marketing clients, you do not necessarily have to be in the same city. So this really bothering me needs to go away. Uh, there we go. Anyway, so other thing I will try to go in and show you how to do, which is, a couple other just like little tricky things. Okay. Uh, Hopefully this helps you guys.